He's 89 and still leaking steam.
All right.
He introduced me today to his granddaughter, Kat. How proud you must be of how your grandpa's kind of turning out. Thank you for your Well, he's very pleased to be here with his granddaughter, and very pleased to be with my cousin Jerry.
Yeah, Jim.
In May, Jerry invited me to his mother's celebration of life. His mom, my Aunt Janet, was my first babysitter. She was a marvelous woman, a second-grade teacher. She works with his father in a business, Genduza Pharmacy, and together they were just extraordinary in their contributions. But it's only possible because of our grandmother. See, each of us is stewards of a legacy not our own. None of us got here by ourselves. Is that not true? All those people have gone before us. The next generation of women leaders stand on your shoulders because of your courage and your commitment, your integrity and skill. It's extraordinary. In 1937, our grandfather was going to play trolley car here in downtown Milwaukee, leaving our grandmother with 5 children under the age of 11. She was a single-parent businesswoman in the midst of the Great Depression. Her shop was on 51st and Center. Her beauty shop was there on the first floor, and the second floor was her apartment. Our grandmother would get up in the morning, she'd make breakfast for the older 4, give them to the care of the 11-year-old, and then go downstairs and bring her baby downstairs, and she'd begin cutting hair. That baby was Jerry's mom. At 10 o'clock, my grandma would stop to nurse that child, and she had a friend who had given birth to twins who was not strong enough to nurse her own children, so the father brought the twins over. Grandma nursed 3 babies at 10, at noon, at 3, and 5, and then went upstairs and took care of her family. We are not here today without the sacrifice of that good woman. That's what stewardship is. It's a sacrifice. And what's really extraordinary in terms of each of you today, you made a sacrifice. Your family had to be scared about you right there in the midst of the Cold War, going to Moscow, working in a very difficult situation, and yet you were a peacemaker of the 21st century by building relationships with the people of Russia, building a level in terms of trust that creates institutions and opportunities for the rest of us. You are a steward of democracy. David, when he talked about his health and his well-being, each of us is a steward of our own health. And what's really extraordinary, I just want to point this out, the state of Wisconsin leads the nation in healthcare costs. Why? Because we lead the nation in 2 areas of behavior. 1, binge drinking, and 2, obesity. You can't fry cheese or remain thin. Now, what's really extraordinary about it is this. If we don't take care of our health, what do we say? What's happened to our health care costs? What's happened to the availability of health care? Well, if we don't take care of ourselves, we're putting a burden on other people. If we are not stewards of our own wellness, what are the costs to our families and to our community? How important and significant that was. And when he talked about it, and then Rebecca, for yourself, the future belongs to batteries. It really does. It's about how many of us have battery-powered hand tools. We know this is the future in terms of cars and how important and sustainable it is, but stewardship is difficult. I'll tell you how difficult it is. Look at how much stuff we're throwing away today. We all came in today, we had a great lunch, and all of it gets thrown in the trash. Each of us has a metal cup out in our cars, but instead of bringing in a metal cup, we all kind of just would get one of these and we'll just toss it away. See, what's really interesting is that stewardship demands sacrifice. It means delaying gratification. How important that is. Are we stewards of our natural environment? People came in today, oh, it's a terrible day. It's raining and snowing. I know, I drove down in it. Thank God it's raining and snowing. State of Wisconsin's in drought. And one of the things I just think remind all of us who sit here in Milwaukee and Madison, 85% of the landmass of Wisconsin is rural. What will we do if we can't eat money? And our whole lives are based on the work of farmers. And here was the land ethic of family farms. Hand the land on to the next generation in better ways than what you found it. That's what a steward does. That's what's happened at People Power Electric. Built up a company now hanging on to the next generation. That's what Breakthrough Industries is doing under my leadership of my cousin. Take it and move it to the next generation. That's why institutions are so significant and important. And this is really important. Are we handing our democracy on to our children in better condition than we found? Are we handing on the infrastructure of this country to the next generation in better condition than what was given to us? Are we handing on education? Are we handing on health care? Are we handing on the health and well-being in terms of clean water and clean air? Our justice system. And so all of us are stewards of a legacy not our own. And the way in which we do that work is by serving other people. By not being self-serving, but what is it that I might do each and every day? Committed to the growth and development of other people. This is what Dick Pieper has done for 88, going on 89 years. This is what all of you have committed your lives to, and why do we come together? To recommit ourselves. To leave here today re-energized and renewed and reminded that we have a responsibility to those who will follow us. Good work, hard work, noble work, our work. And what a privilege it is to do it together. Our state conference on servant leadership, June 28th and June 29th, Jerry Janduza will be our keynote speaker. Begins off. He has his company here in Muskego, had MTech Industries, and now Breakthrough. Jerry is also on Project Pitch out of the University of Wisconsin in Milwaukee. His son is now a student here at MSOE and is also a student at Marquette as well. Isn't that amazing? All of us are not here for ourselves. We're here for the next generation. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being present. Thank you for your commitment. Those of us who are older have only one task, Jim Curlin, and that is to commit ourselves to the next generation and providing them the same opportunities that we were given by the elders in our lives. Thank you.